Have you ever noticed how the things that stress you most are often the things completely outside your control? Have you found yourself lying awake at night, replaying conversations, worrying about what others think, or trying to force outcomes that may never happen? What if I told you that your suffering isn't coming from what's happening to you, but from how tightly you're gripping onto things that were never meant to be held? Today, we're going to explore a counterintuitive truth that could change everything. The less you care about controlling life, the more life flows in your favor. I know this might sound impossible right now. When you're in the thick of anxiety, when your mind is racing with what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, the idea of caring less feels like giving up. You've been taught that caring more means trying harder, and trying harder means better results. But here's what no one tells you. There's a difference between caring about something and being attached to controlling it. You're not broken for feeling overwhelmed by life's uncertainties. You're not weak for wanting things to work out a certain way. Your mind has been conditioned to believe that the tighter you hold on, the safer you'll be. But think about it. When you clench your fist around sand, what happens? It slips right through your fingers. The same thing happens when you try to control every outcome, every person's opinion, every twist and turn of your path. The exhaustion you feel isn't from life being too hard. It's from fighting a battle you were never meant to fight. Here's the core truth. Attachment is the root of suffering, but engagement is the source of joy. When you're attached, you're trying to force reality to match your expectations. When you're engaged, you're dancing with what is while staying open to what could be. Think about a river. It doesn't fight the rocks in its path. It flows around them, through them, over them. The river cares about reaching the ocean, but it doesn't care about the exact route it takes to get there. That's the difference between intention and attachment. When you operate from attachment, you're constantly measuring your present reality against your desired outcome, and that gap creates suffering. You become so focused on the destination that you miss the journey entirely. But when you shift into engagement, something magical happens. You start responding to life instead of reacting to it. This isn't about becoming passive or indifferent. It's about understanding that your power lies not in controlling outcomes, but in choosing how you show up for whatever unfolds. The moment you stop demanding that life look a certain way, you create space for it to surprise you in ways you never imagined. When you loosen your grip on how things should be, you open your hands to receive what actually wants to emerge. This shift from forcing to allowing, from controlling to trusting, is where true freedom lives. But here's the part that might surprise you most, and I'll share this in just a moment. When you truly embody this mindset, people around you start responding to you completely differently. Something shifts in your energy that others can sense, even if they can't name it. If this is resonating with you, please subscribe. It really helps me continue sharing these deeper insights with you. To understand why this works, we need to look at how your nervous system processes experience. When something challenging happens, your body creates a natural response. Emotions arise, energy moves, and ideally, the experience completes itself and moves through your system. But modern life rarely allows for this natural completion. We're taught to be strong, to keep going, to not let things affect us. So instead of feeling through experiences, we learn to manage them, control them, or push past them. Each time we do this, we create a little pocket of unfinished business in our energetic system. Over time, these pockets accumulate and begin to form your unconscious operating system. They influence what feels safe, what feels possible, and what feels true about yourself and the world. This is why you can know something intellectually, but still feel blocked from living it. Your unprocessed experiences aren't just memories. They're active forces that shape your present reality. They create subtle tensions in your body, influence your thoughts, and most importantly, they determine your capacity to receive and integrate new experiences. This is why affirmations sometimes feel hollow, why positive thinking can feel forced, and why lasting change feels so elusive. You're trying to create new patterns while old, unresolved energy is still running the show beneath the surface. But here's what's beautiful. Your system actually wants to complete these experiences. Your body knows how to process and release what it's been holding. You don't need to figure it out with your mind or force it with your will. You just need to create the right conditions and get out of your own way. When you turn toward what you've been avoiding, not to analyze it or fix it, but simply to acknowledge and feel it, something shifts at the core level. The energy that was locked up in maintaining these unresolved states becomes available for your growth and creativity. This isn't about becoming a different person. It's about removing the barriers that have been preventing you from being who you naturally are. It's about clearing the interference so your authentic self can emerge and express itself freely. Here's how you begin. Create a quiet space and ask yourself this question: what am I carrying that isn't mine to carry anymore? Don't think about the answer. Feel for it. Notice what arises in your body, what emotions surface, what memories or situations come to mind. Whatever comes up, place your hand on your heart and say, I see you. I acknowledge you. Thank you for trying to protect me. This isn't about fixing or changing anything. It's about finally witnessing what's been there. Next, breathe into whatever you're feeling. If it's sadness, breathe into the sadness. If it's anger, breathe into the anger. If it's fear, breathe into the fear. Your breath creates space for these energies to move and complete themselves naturally. You might notice physical sensations, tension releasing, emotions flowing, or energy shifting in your body. This is your system finally completing what it couldn't complete before. Trust this process. Your body knows exactly what to do. Practice this daily, even for just 5 minutes. Each time you do, you're clearing another layer of energetic residue. You're making space for your natural vitality and clarity to emerge. Don't expect dramatic changes overnight. This is about creating a new relationship with your inner experience. And like any relationship, it develops over time. But you'll likely notice subtle shifts quickly. More energy, clearer thinking, and a growing sense of possibility. Remember, this isn't work you have to do perfectly. It's simply about showing up with willingness and compassion for whatever you find. Your system has been waiting for this acknowledgement, and it will respond to even your gentlest attention. What you're doing takes courage. Most people spend their entire lives avoiding what you're choosing to face. By simply considering this approach, you're already breaking patterns that may have been in place for years. Change doesn't happen in a straight line, and healing isn't a destination you arrive at once and for all. It's an ongoing relationship with yourself that deepens over time. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's completely normal. You're developing a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life, the ability to be present with your experience without needing to change it or make it different. You have everything within you that you need for this journey. Your willingness is enough. Your presence is enough. You are enough. If this resonates with you, I'd love to continue this conversation. Subscribe to join our community of people who are choosing depth over surface, healing over hiding, and authentic growth over quick fixes. In the comments, share what came up for you as you listened to this. What are you ready to stop carrying? Your vulnerability might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Remember, the path forward isn't about becoming someone new. It's about removing what's been covering up who you've always been. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and trust the process.